Right, everybody? This is just going to be a really quick one. Can you make that out there? Right? Part of the raffle. I'm going to do a separate video on this, right? Still boxed up, haven't opened it. This is just like a shout out to everybody who wants to get involved and has been offered of donations and stuff, right? Right. When I first set this up with Help for Heroes, right, they knew what the prizes were going to be, right, in advance. Now, hear me out. I asked them this morning, right, because there's obviously going to be bushcrafty type stuff being donated, like knives, saws, axes, right? Now they don't really want to, they're not saying that they don't want to be involved in it, but they don't want to be associated with anything that can be seen or deemed offensive or illegal, or, you know, which if you think about it, it makes genuine sense, right? Otherwise they'd be selling it on their website. So that makes perfect sense, right? But as with anything, there's a way around it, right? We can still do something like that with the contributions of stuff that people want to give, right? And we can do something separately. It just doesn't necessarily, you might see the endorsement for Help for Heroes if it's going to go through that charity web page or whatever we do after this, right? So, but it'll all go for the same people, right? Right. So what I'm going to say is, keep your offers there, please, right? And let me know the people who want to offer in, and you know, right? Not necessarily what they're offering, just who want to offer something, right? And I'll try to get back to you one way or another, and try to get now into your heads, right? It's got to be something like the reason why Mad Dog, he's a recognised trader, you know what I mean? He's got a little side business, and that's what he does on YouTube, you know what I mean? It's got traceable, it's not like anything second hand or anything, you know? So, and that makes sense to me, right? So, I also think that one of the reasons why I did get a bit of more sort of help, and they were willing to say, right, this is who I'm doing it for, because Hanny Haynes is a traceable name, and you can buy the books off eBay. I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. You can buy the books, excuse me, I do beg your pardon. Hanny Haynes is a recognised trader. Malcolm Bowler is a recognised author. Andy Mad Dog is a recognised trader in what he does, right? So we'll have some sort of like jumbo raffle, if you like, you know what I mean, for bits and pieces. Like Jonas said, oh, he's only used it a couple of times, and he'll chip that in. You know, already somebody said, you know, they want to have a chance to win it, so we'll do the same kind of thing, right? I don't mind still doing it. If you're happy for me to do it, or somebody else wants to take the reins, I'm happy for you to use my page that I've just set up, but it's quite easily done. And all I did was make a few phone calls. I phoned up Help the Heroes, said this is what I was doing, could it guide me in the right direction, and I lent on a couple of companies that I get stuff off, and Hanny Haynes has come through. Mad Dog was always putting the main gift in, you know what I mean? And then I was going to get a couple of Malcolm Bowler books. I just thought if we can get them signed by him, just makes it all a bit more personal, because that's what it's all about, you know what I mean? So that's the sort of things that we're looking at, right? I'll pursue, but we'll get this one done with, right? We'll have a look what people are donating, we can see what we can get together, because Carl on CW Outdoors, Carl there on CW Outdoors, he said something like, you know, like the bushcraft meets, and that's the kind of thing to do. Maybe it might be, one of you might be willing to go down, have a jumble raffle, whatever down there, I don't know, we'll sort something out. It's an open thing, right? Everybody's got a word, and everybody's got to hear, okay? So it's a joint thing. but it's so far. Those Andy did a sneak preview of the fire kit you're gonna win. I tell you what, don't they look smart? Don't they look? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Can't wait to get my hands on. Andy, you should have showed them off. It's your work. It's your work, mate. Just a hands up, open up so everybody knows it's all above board. I asked Andy a while ago to make me two kits, and I was always going to have one, but the reason was I was always going to give one away, right? And I wanted to have the one that I've got. That's the one I would take out. So the one that you get, just I haven't touched it at all. I'm just shooting it on from. But I can't wait to get my hands on one and show you one of them kits. They look the bee's knees, man. They just look straight away. You just want to go out and play in the mud. So it's all down to Andy, Mad Dog there, Mad Dog Survival. Right, Grasshopper Outdoor special mention, Kikuli Bushcraft. If I've got your name wrong, kid, I'm sorry. Kikuli Bushcraft, sweet mate. Clipper Outdoors, Survivalist, brilliant mate. Carl, CW Outdoors, Jonah, everybody. Too many to mention at the minute, but so just a heads up on this raffle. Right, if we're going to use something like that along the same lines as exactly like this, right, kit's got to be brand new, man, and come from a recognised traceable, but there's a way around it. We can get around it and just say that it's for what did you say to use? An armed forces charity. We can, that's the phrase that we can use in support of a armed forces charity. If the prizes aren't really suitable to have H for H endorsement type thing, yes, we're fully supporting it, right? I hope everybody understands that, right? Because everybody knows Mad Dog trades, you know. So again, Malcolm Bowder's a recognised author, Annie Haynes a recognised, so it's all stuff like that. That's not to say anybody's poo-pooing or elbowing out the contributions, your personal bits of kit, because that's an even better idea, right? Because we can get people who are partisans in this community make things, like you say, got loads of kit, and we can have a community personal type. We'll sort something out. I'm a bit busy for the next couple of hours, but I won't open these, and I'll show you what's come today. Okay? Hope that makes sense to everybody, right?